Hey everybody, and welcome back to Mission Control for a quick tips video. In this video, we're going to talk about fixture copy. Fixture copying is very useful if you need an additional fixture of a type you've already patched and programmed, because the new copy will come complete with all the queues and palettes of the original fixture you copied. The copied fixture will be parked, have the DMX channel allocated, so you need to set an address before you can use it. When in the copy mode, copy legends can be changed to don't copy legends, so the copied fixtures are given default legends. Some tips. Take a moment to think about which fixture to copy for the least amount of work post-copying. Maybe copying the first and last fixture in a line would be best rather than the last two. Maybe middle fixtures for a new floor fixture by a drum riser, for example. So let's take a look at some of this. Here, I've got version 14 of Titan on the Titan Go interface. You see we've got a relatively simple show file here with a dozen BMFLs patched and some playbacks and a couple of palettes, just so we can show stuff as an example. And then here I've got a full version of captures representing our real world lights. And we can see that if we play back some of our ones here, we can see that the last two fixtures in the line here uh, appear to not be programmed in our current show, which they're not. So let's go ahead and put up a split screen of this. So if we were to go here in Titan, and we go ahead and go to our fixtures and groups workspace, and then we were to copy our last two fixtures, and we'll just place it here, and then just put everything back in a line. We'll just move everything real quick. So now, if we were going to the patch menu, we can see these fixtures came up as parked since they don't have addresses. So we'll go ahead and repatch fixtures. We'll select these two. I happen to know that their addresses are 2 and 99 for the first one. So we'll repatch. And we now see in capture that they are now pointed to home position, so we know that they're there. If we were to select all of these and throw a locate on them, we can see that they work. If we go back to our groups and palettes, we see here that if we bring up our playback, we can see those features already work. But because we copied off the N2, our fan here doesn't look quite right. Same with this one. And I see that our chase ended up looking a little funky by being those last two fixtures. So we'll go ahead and just reload the show file real quick. So if we go into our fixtures and groups again, instead of copying the last two fixtures, we'll go ahead and copy the last one and the first one. And then we'll again go into our patch menu. Since they're already in one line, we'll actually repatch all of them. One and one, and then we'll go ahead and hit repatch. We see that now it's repatched all of our fixtures with one here and the last one here. Since programming is to the fixture, not the address, this works just fine. So if we were to exit out of here, and we'll go ahead and select all of them and throw them a locate, see that it works. Go back to our workspace here. So now we can see if we fire our playbacks that those fixtures work, and they work a little bit better in our fans. However, in our colors, they don't necessarily work as well. So if we go and select them and give them a locate, so now if we hit our split color here, we can see that we end up with two reds at the start and two reds at the end instead of red, blue, red, blue. Same thing on our amber and yellow, and our white and green, and our red and magenta. So to show how that would have worked out better for us, if we were to go ahead and reload our show file again, back to our fixtures and groups, if we were to copy our second fixture in, and then again change the patch and everything, And then go ahead and exit out of here. And we'll go back to our groups and palettes. So now if we select our BMFLs, give them a locate, we see that our color palettes are now red, blue, as we expect all the way across. Same thing here, and here, and here. We can also see that this works well in our chases. As well as in our key lists. So here, we've loaded a new capture show. As we can see here, instead of having fixtures up on the truss, we've added 2 onto our stage. So if we bring back up Titan, we've reloaded the show to where we don't have those 2 new fixtures patched. So we go ahead and go to our fixtures and groups. And if we choose which fixtures to copy, I would probably in this setup go ahead and copy this fixture and this fixture. And of course, we go into patch again, repatch, select them. The other patch will be at line 2, address 99. We can now see that they come up as expected. We go ahead and AVO and exit out. So right click on the AVO on the Titan 1 interface and hit exit. Takes us back to the top level of the menu. So if we select them all and locate them, we can see that they now work. So if we go into our palettes, we can see that our color palettes work, and that looks pretty good for what we have programmed in here. Of course, our playbacks would run this chase, and we can see that they work pretty well in that. So we can see by selectively choosing which fixtures we copy, we can have it fall into our programming much easier with much less work. Remember, you may have to edit your palettes depending on how your show file is laid out and which fixtures you chose to copy. We got lucky in this show file and didn't need to do that. So that is Fixture Copy in version 14 of Titan. I hope you learned something. Please subscribe. Join us on Facebook at Avolites US and join us here next time. Thanks. Bye.